Then there is prescription library. Now this is also a very important aspect. Uh, Now you can see that this is basically a prescription that is already stored here for cervical spondylitis, and I'm going to name it as cervical spondylitis mild. So if the diagnosis is cervical spondylitis, and I know as a doctor that patient is suffering from mild symptoms of CS, then I would use this prescription and I save this. The way this is used is, so when prescribing medicine prescription for the patient, I will just select this name and all these medicines will automatically pop up. And then I can change it for the patient there. Now here I can see that I have not really specified this correctly. So I specify it, change it, I save it, right? Now I can add a new prescription. Now I'm not a doctor, so I'm just going to take some sample medicines. Please ignore the correctness of that. So let's say I say that somebody is having a rash, allergic rash, and then I would here call it a rash severe. So I can have multiple variations of prescriptions for rash, one for mild rashes, severe rashes, or moderate rashes. So you can create any number of prescription variations for a diagnosis. So it becomes really easy for you to select one of them for a particular diagnosis for the patient. Now I'm going to say that, okay, in this I'm going to use maybe, let's say, anti-allergic. In that I have specified these medicines. I'm going to select these two medicines and I'm going to say one. Okay. For how many days? 5 days. 5 days. So let's say this is a cream and I would say here after food. Sorry. Okay. This is a read only. This has, when I specify the medicine, I have to, in the medicine master, say that this has to be taken before food, after food, and that will automatically come here. Yeah. And now I save this as rash severe. So if there is an allergic rash as a prescription, as a diagnosis, I would get this as a selection. Then I may also now change this a bit, say mild, and then change the medicine. Okay, I change the medicine to, let's say, this lotion, and I remove this lotion. So let's say this is basically the prescription for a mild okay, a tablet for a mild rash, and I save it. So basically, if I find this for allergic rashes, I would say rash mild. I would, if I add a prescription, let's say rash severe for allergic rash, and I select a group which is anti-allergic, and then I select Colora lotion and let's say Noridin. And here I specify dose as this. I specify 5 days it has to be used, 5 days, and then type is, let's say, cream. Okay, and then I save this. Now, if next time I try to find for allergic rash, I would see two of them. If I select rash mild, this will be automatically loaded for the patient while prescribing. And once you use this more and more, this library becomes really rich and your prescribing medicine becomes a matter of seconds. You can define these prescription templates here, or you can also save the template into the library when you define it for the patient. So there are two ways you can actually start going to continue to build this library. And that is what really makes it more and more useful, because at runtime also you are building the library. All right. Then let's go to utility. This is where the registration form is, and I'm going to define this. Now this is used for header on your reports if you want to include it as that. I'm just going to have a sample one. Let's say, okay, this is a master part of master data.